Hello. Well, the main thing I'm going to do is I've got some unboxing to do of something you might like. So, and I picked up something that you're going to have to send overseas
Oh, you know what? Wait, you mean like,
for us.
yeah, because I was gonna get that through work because they're on sale for $10.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
got it from JB up here.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah, when I see you, or I might leave it with Mark. Are you planning to send something anytime soon?
Well, I was gonna try to send something on Wednesday because I sold my first book.
You did?
I got an offer
What?
and I was like, hopefully the guy's not watching, but yeah, I got sent an offer of 225 and I I was like, you know what? I should just take it, right? I want to get rid of this book. So I thought maybe I should counter offer. But then what I did was I searched the book because I hadn't looked it up for a while, and prices have obviously been coming down. But still, at the time, last time I checked, which was not that long ago, I was the cheapest online that you could buy the set for. And then I realized Collector's Edge was selling the same set for 180, and I was like, "Oh, accept that offer."
Which set?
The Spider Verse issue one
What?
to six from 2019.
Yeah. So you got rid of them.
Yeah, so I paid $80 for them for the set.
So what's sorry?
Sorry, I only bought them to flip. Because
What's going to be?
at the time, issue 6 alone was going for 300 minimum at
Yeah,
the time.
I know.
So I like, yeah, because my mate Stu at work saw them. So they had issue 6 for $50, and then they had the set for 80. And I missed out on. I just wanted to get issue 6, but that went before I was able to pay for it. So yeah, I got the set.
All right. What's the second book going on like?
Me, I don't know. Well, now that I was saying to Mark was telling me just put more books up. I was like, you know what? Once I sell one, I think I'll get the taste for it, and then I'll start selling it. Next thing you know, I'll be having a table at Days of Future Pop Culture.
Well, I'm hoping that by the time I get back, I should have a response about the space.
Yeah, because you haven't even had one this year, have you?
This year, no, I
Because
had
you had
one late
two
last year.
You had
Yeah,
two last year, right?
yeah. So late last year, I had one, and I was meant to go in February, but the space just didn't come through. So
Are you going to the giant size toy fair?
nope, I'm going to Las Vegas.
Are you going to be away during that? Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's only like 2 weeks away now.
Yeah,
And when are you leaving?
I leave next weekend.
Okay. And how long for?
4 weeks. So yeah, when that's on, I will be in Las Vegas, hopefully winning thousands and then shopping at Toy Shack.
Very nice.
So
You should film vlogs while you're over there.
I'm gonna try to. That's why I've been trying to work out the camera so I can get it all set up properly.
Yeah, just watch YouTube videos, man. YouTube videos will teach you everything you need to know.
Yeah, but I'm going to so in LA, I'm going to Frankensons and Disneyland, obviously. So do some Disneyland, Frankensons. I'm gonna go to the Funko shop in LA, and there is a comic shop, Golden
Apple.
something. Yeah,
Apple.
Golden Apple. So planning to go there. And then when I get to Vegas, there's a whole bunch of other stuff planning to do.
I think it was Lee from Whack Comics. I think it was Lee, and he has a shirt, and I think it's of like, I don't know if it was his like grandma or something. Someone had a shirt and had like one of their relatives at Golden Apple. I feel like it was Lee. It was just a photo of them in the shop. It was really but yeah, that'd be a cool place to check out.
I've heard stories about the place, so and then there's another one in Vegas, has a big vault in the middle of the shop.
Oh yes, Bub. I've seen that. Bub went there and he did a vlog, and he goes inside the vault and it's got all these like crazy keys.
Yeah, whenever I want to remember the names of these things, they always escape me. So I'm not even going to bother trying. But yeah, so I got all that stuff planned. And then the show in Toronto, the guest list is just getting fucking crazier and crazier every week. So, but
what's the name of the con?
Fan Expo Toronto. Show off the first book I picked up.
Oh, Captain N. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Captain N. Well, I did. I can't remember much about it. I used to watch the shit out of that show.
So this is written by Jim Shooter, and it's the first interior artwork by Joe Quesada. And they're both going to be at the con. So I'm going to get it signed.
Wait, how long have you had? Did you just get that book?
Literally, I just...
Is that an issue 1? What issue is it?
No, issue 3.
Okay. I've never seen that. That's sick.
Yeah, so I think there was a 4-issue miniseries.
Because I always try to ask people about Captain N and no one knows about it. I was like, what? Captain N? It was awesome.
Yeah. And then I got one more package, which this one. I don't think you'll know who this character is, but I don't think you'll be much more beside the fact of knowing him. But it's a slab. This is one of the books off my want list for the year. So it's slowly getting lower and lower. So let's open. Oh, I got a sticker and a card from Oz Comics and Collectibles. You ever dealt with him?
Oz, show us the thing. No, Oz Comic. No, I have not.
Hello, Kenneth.
What's up, Kenneth?
So,
eBay purchase?
No, Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah. So it's a book that I've been wanting for a while. It's nothing special to most people, but
Static.
Yeah, first Static. So and a 9.4.
It was hot for a minute, I think, because they brought him back recently, right?
Yeah.
And I think when they brought him back, they kind of that book kind of got a bit of buzz for a bit.
Yeah, so I've been...
But the time to buy it when the buzz dies down.
Yeah, every time I've seen it, I miss out. And then this guy had both, the first printing and second printing. So picked it up. And this slab puts me now, I think, at 30 slabs. I don't know how. Out of nowhere. I went from having like 2 to fucking 30.
When did you get when was your first slab?
My first slab was... So I bought my first slab and then 3 weeks later cracked it out of the slab and then put it back in the slab. It was She-Hulk #1 when I got it signed by Stan Lee. So bought CGC's slab, cracked it, got it signed, and then Halo slabbed it. So that was my first. And then I got four others that show, because I got 4 other books signed. So I got them all slabbed. And then the next time I had anything to do with a slab was I bought 3 from a person and all 3 came cracked. So I avoided slabs for so long. And then, looking at it now, I went through and I seen all the books and had 1 slab, 2 slab, and they're all just piling up. All random books as well.
Yeah, I've never had a cracked slab show up to me. I'd be pissed if that happened. I think, I don't know, I've got nearly 30. I don't know if I've quite 30. I can't remember the last time I counted, but I was pretty close to 30. But
yeah,
I think because I did a video somewhere where I had to show off slabs, and that's right. I did it with Super Rust, and I think I showed off 11 or 12 subs, and all of them that I showed were ones that were sent to me as either
Yeah.
AOKs or giveaway wins and things like that. So I haven't really
All the
bought that
free
many
stuff.
of them, but yeah.
Ah. You want me to show you some more anime stuff since I can start getting it? Since you're gonna become Mr. Anime Guy?
I don't think I'm gonna become anime guy, but what you got? What I wouldn't mind is I wouldn't mind getting some My Hero figurines. So not statues. I'm done with the statues. Figurine guy now.
I don't have
They need
much
to have
statues that I got.
That's cool.
So this is a model kit, but it's already painted.
So you just got to put it together, like stick it together or something.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that's one example of the stuff I can get. Figures.
Oh, see, that's a figure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
If I was a Dragon Ball guy.
Everyone is a Dragon Ball guy. They say they're not, but they are. So, different one.
And that's all Bandai, is it?
Oh, Bandai and so this is Bandai, but it's I think made by that company.
Okay.
I'm still learning. I literally avoided freaking anime stuff because I knew nothing about it until I ordered a whole bunch of random stuff just to see what things actually were and that. Like these are the ones you get at your work, obviously.
What brand? We don't get those, do we?
I seen you had not Dragon Ball, but you had
We get
the
the is it BST?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this
Yeah, we
says
do get that.
Bandai on it, so I don't know if it's made by.
The crazy
else.
thing is, at work they're gonna they don't when they don't sell, they just clear out at crazy prices like you saw.
Yeah.
But I think they're getting rid of McFarlane. We're not going to do McFarlane anymore, I heard.
Well, I got a.
Which Arrow is that? That's not from the show, is it?
No, this is
Okay,
from
'cause-
the multiverse. So this will be like in the standard run they do. Oh no, sorry, Injustice 2. It says on the back.
I've got a Green Arrow that my mate Drawn gave to me, but I think it might be the TV series one. What's going on, Ben?
How you going, Ben? This is going to be the first McFarlane that I unbox. So I got some Demon Slayer.
What the Green Arrow is going to be the first one you unbox?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have many figures back there?
Action figures.
Yeah.
I've got.
I know you buy them, but do you keep them sealed, don't you?
Yeah, unless I buy them out of box, then yeah, I keep them thing. I've got some of the original X-Men figures still on the card, and some other random stuff, but I really didn't get many figures. Hello, Sarah.
Sarah, you're in Australia, you're not in America.
But
the American
Demon Slayer figure, statues, figures. So, and obviously this crap.
Hey, you never, that stuff. I'm not huge on that stuff, but that stuff, is that the stuff that's really expensive as well, those things?
Oh, they're not overly, but there's
like considering it's just a tiny little figure, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, this went from being like a Disney only thing to the amount of stuff there is of it now is crazy. Like the amount of brands you can get in it, it's just a thing. And then this is something I think Sarah might like. Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't think I've seen that sort of packaging before.
Yeah, I have seen them before, but it's been a while. But there's a whole set. You can get the whole. And then
Sarah's after that Kuromi from those little weird, the little ones with the big heads. I think there's the Kuromi one. We keep seeing it at cons.
I'm getting some stuff in. So I've ordered some stuff. Hopefully it comes in sooner than later. But yeah, there's a whole bunch. So from the 2 suppliers, I just got a whole bunch of stuff to see what they had and what it comes like and all of that. So the one supplier, literally from Adelaide, I ordered the stuff on Monday. By Wednesday, I have it delivered to my door.
So that's the distributor.
The distributor, the main supplier, yeah. So that's why, like, now I was telling you I can get the bags and boards and stuff.
Well, you never talk about your shop online. Why don't you talk about it on your channel?
Because I'm still trying to fix up the website.
Okay.
Because I changed the website from who I originally had it with to a new company, and I couldn't transfer across all the items.
Okay. If you can't schedule a StreamYard fucking stream, you're going to struggle running a website, mate.
I was running my website for years, but I was using an American company, and now I'm using an Australian one. So I have to re-enter all the items.
Oh, that's fun.
You saw how many pops I used to have. Trying to re-enter all of them, plus all the new items I got and stuff, was just crazy. And then I got, I
was gonna say, you should sponsor my channel and give me a code. So if people type in the code Simple Simon, they get a 10% discount.
Yes, then, but it doesn't really benefit you because I don't send to America yet. So once it comes,
just so you're aware, mate, it used to be my core audience was in America, but if you actually look at my analytics now, the Australians are coming home strong. Let me find where it is. Because of my fucking convention videos. I get Australia is actually my leading, has taken over the US for my countries. Yeah, Australia right now, 31%, 24% from the US. Where's the other 50 coming from? But Australia's taken over because all my con videos do really well. So
once I get the website completely up and running, I will.
I started watching a channel. Have you heard of Nostalgia Button? No. I follow him on Instagram. I found him through the Keep On Collecting guys who are from Sydney. So his channel's name is Nostalgia Button, and he's in Melbourne. And he's called Sizz Dog. It's his name. And like I saw him do a vlog at the bloody Melbourne Toy Fair that we went to and stuff. But what was the point of what I was saying? It's just me. That's right. He has Angel Grove as one of his sponsors.
Okay.
So he has Angel Grove as a sponsor, and he has a code that you can use. So he shouts out Angel Grove, and he goes, use the code button 10 or something like that for 15% off. I was like, ooh, maybe I should hit up Phil about that too. But maybe I'll dedicate that to you, mate.
So you want all my exclusives?
Yeah.
No, once I get the website up and running, we'll see what happens. Once it's at 100% working properly, then I'll look into it. So that's why once I get it all up and running, I'll have all the bags, the boards, all that stuff listed. And the amount of BCW stuff there is that I've never even seen in shops is crazy.
Hey, can you get Mylar?
Yes.
Maybe.
And I can get a resealable. I can get Treasury Edition, gold and silver.
Yeah, the problem with Treasury Edition, though, you buy a pack of 50, and then you got like 49 of them left after you.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to sell them separate.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
So, and I'm going to bring them to like the shows when I do Oz Comic Con and that, and have them that you can buy as 1, 5, 10.
That's good.
And then that way people can only buy what they need. For me, it doesn't matter if I keep them for a week, a month, a year. eventually I'm either going to use them or people I know are going to need them, and I get rid of them. So I bought a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of treasury. I got a whole bunch of golden, and like they do the boxes, the what you call it, the themed boxes.
A treasury-sized box for the 2 treasury books that anyone has.
Oh, but you can get slab boxes. You can get treasury boxes.
I know, because Matt Spidey has like top loaders for his art. And I'm like, I've never seen a top loader like it's like a fucking poster size bloody top loader.
Yeah, I've got them. I can get them as well, and I can get I'll grab something quickly and I'll show you.
That's a good idea then, getting the top loader stuff, because I need more. Silver Age, I'd be happy to buy a whole bag though. But like Golden Age, I've only got like 3 Golden Age books.
So, top loaders for comics. So
Oh yeah,
makes
that's a
it
good idea,
easier.
because I'd be down to have all my Goldens in a top loader.
Well, this is more. I'm going to like these. I got for me now for when I'm in Canada. Instead of having to unbag and stuff to get the signatures, just put the books in these, slide it out, get it signed, put it back in, and worry about it later. And then this is something I've never seen anywhere. So it's a display case.
I've seen those. There's people that have those.
And I got it dirt cheap. So and it
Is there
comes,
just one per? There's just one per thing. Yeah, no, I've seen those.
yeah, but it has the thing to hang and just flips open. So easy to put the books in and out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I saw someone in Australia have those.
Well, I've in all the comic shops I've ever been
No,
to.
I've never seen those at Big City.
No,
Mark had the ones. Mark had the ones which were kind of like a thick plastic.
Yeah,
slab.
with the magnet, like a card one.
Yeah.
And
No,
Mark's
those-
had the top loaders because I've bought the top loaders of Mark before, but I've never seen these anywhere.
Yeah, those I've seen, but I just not in a shop here. I've seen people have them, that's all.
So, but yeah, so
I finally got one of these. I actually bought one of these at a Secret HQ the other week. The folio.
I can get them too,
Yeah. So
and I can get themed ones. So there's a something killing the children one.
Whoa! Get it for me.
And
Get
there's
it
a
for me.
Vampirella one.
Yeah, so I think Lee from Whack Comics has the Vampirella one.
Yeah,
But
there's Gameology.
oh, Gameology. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've never been to Gameology.
Which one's
That's like-
Gameology?
They're out near where Sarah lives, I think. Kind of more
Ah.
out, or like what's that shop I had again called? Alternate Worlds.
Oh.
Out near that way.
Yeah, but the folios, the boxes. One day when I'm actually next year, we'll go on the site and you can have a look, see what stuff there is.
I want to come do a tour of your house, mate. That's what I want. Near Springvale.
Yeah.
Is it near Springvale?
Would
In
be.
Clayton. In Clayton, okay.
Once I do a tour of my house, then you can do a tour of my house.
You've already done a tour.
Yeah, that's not everything. That's not even close to it all.
Because someone commented on my brother's room tour one, and he's like saying, "Oh, I look forward to seeing more videos when you share other people's collections." I was like, "Oh, all right. I guess I'm going to do this."
You got to do a room tour of your own room first.
I did do one, but I can only do one when I first move into a place, because after about 3 or 4 months, it turns into a shithole. So
That's why I got to see what your quality's like on your own room tour, and then I might let you do one of mine.
well, no, my brother's one was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, but your brother's one's in a lit up shed in the set up for it. Mine's not.
What do you mean? You don't need lighting just to look at your stuff. I mean, it'll be better, but man, because I film most of that stuff with my phone, and the light sensors on these iPhones are ridiculous. Like, I'll take a photo at night, and it's like it'll be nighttime, and then the sky will look bright almost in the camera because the light sensor is so ridiculous. So it's like, man, it looks more real than my eyes can see sometimes. That stuff.
Yeah, I've actually got to organize. So when I come back from the trip, that's the next step.
Mate, if only you didn't start a YouTube channel, I would have had that room tour by now. Remember? You were saying you come over and do a room tour, just don't say it's mine.
Yeah.
And then later on, you do a YouTube channel like, oh, it's the same
Well,
place.
if you see the amount of boxes and crap that I've got laying around, so
Trust me, mate. My desk here is like just covered in crap, and I'm so pissed. I had a bunch of my keys because I must have used them for a video, and they've been sitting there for so long. I had my first, my DC Presents 26, the first Raven and stuff like that, and it was sitting there, and I thought I should take that somewhere else, and it must have had something leaning on it, and it's got a stupid little crease down the middle now, and I'm not happy about it. So I put it under a stack of books to try to flatten it out.
I put my books away instantly now. I've gotten into a habit. I don't leave them laying around because that's when shit happens.
Yeah, but it's hard because like I run out of bags and boards. So when I run out of bags and boards, I'd go like weeks without them.
Oh well, you've got options now for bags and boards.
Do you have them now?
I have Golden Age, Silver Age. I have to check what else I got. I know I've got on order Current and Modern. So I've got bags. I've got bags. I'm pretty sure.
Because the place I get them from, I get them online now, but the problem is I have to pay for shipping, so the prices are good, but once you add shipping, it's like, well,
yeah,
it's probably cheaper getting it somewhere else.
The thing I'm gonna probably start doing is you can buy the boards in 1,000 pack, but they come in a box, and they're pretty much always in stock.
1,000 pack.
Yeah.
The day you run out of those, you're like, man, I got problems.
Yeah, but if I buy them and then count them, put them into 100 stacks, and sell them with the bags, then I can always say I'm going to have them in stock, because not many people buy 1,000 pack boxes.
How much are you selling your boards for? 100.
I haven't worked that out yet. So
because I'm pretty sure this place seemed pretty cheap. I can't remember how much they get charged anyway though anymore.
Well,
they're 28 on this website.
28 for bags and boards.
No, so that's just the boards, the 100 boards.
Nah. I should be way less than that.
Okay, because the bags are $11.50.
I should be way less than that.
How much are Alternate Worlds? Alternate Worlds.
But are they BCW bags or different?
No, the BCWs are more expensive. The BCW ones are, I think, $1.50 more. So I don't mind BCW, because the first time I bought BCW, I thought they were great. But the next time I bought them, they weren't the same. Because the first time I bought them, the square bound books fit in there perfect. Because in Ultra Pro, they're too tight. But the BCW ones fit perfectly. But the next time I bought a batch of BCW, they didn't fit the same.
Yes, but did you? So I only found out this existed since I got the account. You can buy modern standard bags, and you can buy modern bigger bags. So it's the same size, but it's made a little bit bigger for the square bound books.
But they got the same name?
Yeah. It's just one is, give me a second, I'll tell you exactly what the difference is. Because like I said, the amount of BCW products there actually is that I didn't know existed is crazy. So give me a second. I'm just going on the website.
Ultra Pro.
So I can get, where is...
That's Sarah.
Good night, Sarah. So, comic where that's boards. That's boards. So, backing boards. Where are the bags?
So Alternate Worlds sell those boards for 35.
Yeah, like
So,
BCW.
no. Ultra Pro. Let me see
Right.
BCW. So 28 off the website I was paying, and they're doing 30. So I'm pretty sure the website was pretty cheap. But when I first discovered them, I discovered them from Grod from Aussieverse.
Yeah.
BCW.
So, current comic bags. So they're 6 by 7, 8 by 10.5. And then there's comic book bags, current comics, thick comics. So exact same bag, but it is 7 by 10.5. So the bag is a little bit bigger, made for,
But it's still called Current.
yeah,
Okay.
but the sizing is different.
Okay.
So, and the only thing that makes you know there's a difference is, you know how the bag, I don't know if you can see it. See how the
Yeah.
bag in the corner has the blue square?
Yeah, my eyesight can sort of see that.
But yeah, because it's thing. But let me see if I click on the file. Let's see if this makes it. So the only thing that makes it show that it's different. Wait, let's try turning off the. See underneath the blue, it says for thick comics,
Oh, okay. For thick comics.
but it's still a modern.
Interesting.
So, and then you can get the resealable ones, Mylar.
Well, what was interesting was when I went to Secret. So those BCW bags I bought from what's it called? Secret HQ. So the first time I got them, it was when like bags and boards were scarce. You couldn't get them anywhere, and they had the BCW current ones. And I said to them, "Hey, I've got current boards at the moment from Ultra Pro. Will they fit?" And they tried and like, let's just have a look. And they literally pulled out a board and pulled out a bag and they tried and like, yeah, it fits. So, but you know what they have now? Last time I went there, I didn't think they had any of that. They had the same ones as Mark, the Stalwart or whatever.
Yeah, because the pricing is going up on this stuff like crazy. But
I feel like Mark showed us a book in one of those bags and it just seemed really tight, which is what kind of put me off. And also, I mean, the double, you know how normally I have one glossy side and one non-glossy.
yeah,
Mark's ones are glossy on both sides, which is not the worst thing. But I could have sworn when he showed us and he put a book in there, I could have sworn it seemed like it was really tight.
I haven't, because last time I bought bags and boards, I bought like 6 packets in one go. So I haven't had to buy any since Mark has had his new ones.
Mate,
But
I buy 100 at a time and I go through them in like they're just gone after
yeah,
I like
well,
catch up on my bag and board.
I bought 600 last time.
Yes, I can't afford to fork out just for that many bags and boards.
But
How much are those? How much is the 1,000 pack?
not cheap, but it works out in the long run. So that's the Vampirella box. Where is it? Let me turn this off again. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, can you get that one?
Yeah.
That's the Jenny Frizen one. That's the one I've been wanting for ages. I didn't know you could get that still. Because they used to have that, but I haven't seen it in ages. If you can get that, dude, get us two. Get one, because Sarah will want one too. If you can definitely get those because yeah, me and Sarah have been wanting those for ages. I know Bo from Aussieverse has one, I think.
There's some other ones. I can swear there was a thing you'd like, but I'm trying to find it. But I can get Mylar for sure. I'll tell you prices when we're not online because I haven't worked out online pricing yet.
Yeah, I better get that sponsor Discount.
But even boxes, they do the boxes. There's the other things that the thing you just showed, but I'm pretty sure there's the something killing the children one. So
I want that for sure.
where is it? So you got
Oh no, the box. Wait, yeah, no, that I've got that box. I got that through
Yeah.
Mark.
but
So that I've got.
there's
that
the,
Vampirella.
and there's that in where is it? Aphrodite, Bloodshot. Now, because I'm gonna want it, I'm not gonna find it. Robin Hood, Walking Dead, Vampirella. So this is the Vampirella star, the folio thing.
Oh fuck, that looks. I don't think that's the same one as Lee's. I'm pretty sure Lee's got a different image on the inside.
And there is Witchblade, Exo Manova,
Manowar.
Transformer box now. That's new.
Wait, comic box.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, and where it's going to be on the last bloody page. So, come on. No, it must have sold out.
What was it?
The something is killing the children.
I can't believe something, considering how big the book got, you know, I can't believe there's no nothing, no pop vinyls, no figures, no statues, and nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, the thing is there probably is, but in the same boat, they're not allowed to come here.
No, no, there literally is nothing.
Yeah,
because you see stuff that you can't get here. There's literally nothing. The only thing they've ever released is those the face masks, which we were able to get, which was good. I've seen like a statue thing, but it was actually made. Someone made it for someone, and I've seen customs, but there's never been any official stuff besides those face masks. There's like a T-shirt that I guess we got, but there's never been like a figure or a pop. Like a pop, I would think at least. I mean, they make pops. What was it? We saw pops coming the other day. It was Law and Order. Who the hell wants a Law and Order pop vinyl? What the hell? Like, I understand that show's popular, but who would who loves Law and Order so much that they're going to want to buy a pop vinyl? I'm pretty sure people who watch Law and Order couldn't give a fuck about pop vinyls.
I used to think that too.
Yeah, you're like, Law and Order is actually my favorite show.
No, but until I started selling pops, like when I used to get them, I used to think to myself, what the hell am I going to do with this? And then you go to a show and the amount of people, like the Golden Girls, when the Golden Girls come out, like the Golden Girls finished
ages ago.
So how many people would really care and want Golden Girl pops? But they went like crazy. So it's what catches the people's nostalgia at that stage.
I guess they're trying to make something for everyone, right? But where's something's killing the trick? So, because I watch a lot of the figurine videos now, right? One of the McFarlane figures, which is coming out, is Abyss. So Abyss is a character that got introduced like last year. Like Abyss was when Josh Williamson took over from Batman. He introduced Abyss. He's a new character. No one knows who he is. And I don't think he's going to get used very often in the future. But they're making a figure of him. I was like, why have they made a figure of him, but they haven't done a punchline? Or they haven't done the Red Hood with the new design? You know, like what?
But when you really look at it, like the Funkos, I can talk Funkos because I know more about them. When you go on and you look at what actually gets made in them, in the comic range, what they consider comic pops, they've only really made Hellboy and a few other pops. They don't make a whole lot in the comic range. But then you go look at DC, even though it's comics, it's still considered DC. And they
That's
must
not true.
have
They've done Saga.
yeah, but Saga is they've made the whole line of Saga. Like Something is Killing the Children, they'll probably only release 2 or 3 pops from that run. And
Yeah,
they'll
that's
come
what I
under
mean. There's,
but
there's some things that, like The Crow, one pop. Although I'm really pissed off that they re-released it. Or they didn't re-release it. They made a new one.
yeah.
I'm still like, everyone's like, did you see the new Crow pop? And I was like, you know what? It looks good. It looks better than the old one. But guess what? The old one's still better. Thanks,
The,
Sean.
the thing with the pops now is they're re-releasing pops that have been retired. So
But as long as they're redesigning them like the Crow, because the Crow pop looks really good now, but the fact is, as long as it still makes the original one unique, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
but now
yeah.
only in the last few years they've started redesigning them. It got to a stage where they started re-releasing the old pops and just painting it different.
And then the value would drop, right? Massively.
Yeah. And it would kill the market on something, but now that pop is worth twice as much. And pops that, since they changed the 1 in 6 chase from being 1 in 36 and 1 in 18 chases, a chase is an easy thing to achieve now. So people will go buy them from Pop Culture, buy a 6 case to guarantee the chase, and then the other pop is flooded the market. So you can't even throw them away sometimes.
Yeah, we got a chasing the other day, some My Hero Academia one, but I didn't. I was like, I don't care for that character. I don't need it. And my mate's like, you can flip it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to flip it.
But even flipping it, if it's a new pop, the max you might flip it for is $30-$40.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but if I'm only paying fucking $13 for it, it's not that bad.
But if that was a 1 in 36 chase, before you'd flip it for 90, 100, depending on the character. So there's pops. There's one pop. It's a stupid pop. I don't know if it's still the same, but the original, the plain not chase pop was worth more than chase pop. Because everyone had chases and everyone just threw away the other pop. So if anyone ever wanted it,
and some of the chases weren't as good. So I've got the Joker from the DC Bombshell line. It's got the Joker and he's got all the kisses all over his face. The chase was black and white. I'm like, okay, the only black and white pop that makes sense that was a chase. I think they did the Muhammad Ali pop in a black and white, and that might have been the chase. I'm not sure if it might have been the chase or it was just normal.
No, they didn't have a chase, but they did a black and white version and a color.
That would have been cool. It was because I got the normal one. Because again, I'm just like, it's like a black and white cover. Why would you pay more for less? But the black and white Muhammad Ali seemed fitting because the famous photo is black and white.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I kept the black and white or the color, but I do have Muhammad Ali somewhere. So he's the only pop of not Marvel and DC besides Kevin Smith that I've got. So not even Ninja Turtles, no nothing.
Yeah, but were you into Ninja Turtles back in the day?
Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles. Like I said to you in the stream with Russ, I just found a container full of my old toys. So I've got my original TMNT figures. I've got original Transformers, metal Transformers, little ones, Lego, and God knows what else is in the container. So
But you found, and they were your. Where did you find them?
they're mine. They were at my parents' house.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what. That's how I got mine eventually because my parent like. So my mum gave away all my comics and stuff, and my brother took most of the toys, and then my mum gave away my comics once I became an adult. You know, I think I moved out of home at the time even. But then when they sold their house, they must have just cleared out areas which, you know, weren't even known, and they found all this other stuff. I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Let me take those comics and let me take these toys.
Yeah, I never had comics as a kid, so but my parents never threw out anything else. So
Well, she didn't throw them out. I remember her actually asking me. She wanted to give them to her friend's son, who was a kid. And I was like, I remember being hesitant because I was like, oh, I don't want you to get this. Like, they're mine. But at the time, I wasn't into comics, and I was like, I think I'd just moved out of home, so I was like, oh, fuck. I guess I'll never get back into comics again. And the funny thing is, looking up all that stuff now, none of it was really worth it. The most valuable stuff is probably the Sonic stuff. I did have the first Scarlet Spider as well. But yeah, I think when I was like first got into comics and started looking up all the stuff I used to have, the Sonic comics are the ones that surprised me the most. I was like, why are they worth anything?
it's because they're very limited.
So there was that you know, the new Sonic movie that came out, number 2. There was a Sonic comic that came out that was a prequel to the movie. I bought that just for the sake of buying it, and it was like a $10 like price tag, but that goes for like $75 for some reason now. It's only like it came out like last year. I don't know why.
They don't make a lot of them.
Might be the next book I flip.
I'm sure you can flip like your complete Berserker set.
Yeah, $10 the whole set, free postage.
Oh, you'll get more than that.
Someone's going to get like probably not this time around, but Russ will eventually get one of those sets. But I've got a bunch of books to send him, and I don't want to chuck in another 12 to pay postage on. So
that's all right. How big is the package?
Well, at the moment, I'm going to find a few more books because I may as well get rid of. So I did that giveaway. I did the giveaway for the 100th episode of this week's Comic Haul, and 64-page special won it, but he prize tagged Russ. And I realized recently that I'm up to episode 120. I still haven't sent it to him. It's been 20 weeks since that giveaway.
I was going to say, if you want to box it, and then when I get to the States, if you get it to me by the weekend, I can send it from LA.
Yeah, but then you'll have to bring it on your carry-on. I mean, you have to bring it with you. That's
no, I send it. I have to take it with me.
Yeah, you have to take it on the plane and stuff like that.
So taking it's the easy bit. It's gonna last in my bag for a day.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll get that if you want to drop. When are you going to a big city though? Because I'm probably going to send the books because I need to send the books I sold. Bye books. I'm going to send them off on Wednesday. So I was going to send Russ's books as well on Wednesday.
Well, I'm going tomorrow because I need to pick up my stuff, but I possibly can go again next weekend.
No. Because I need it because I'm going to go on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going. I'll take that tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so do that, and then I'll chuck it in the box, and I'll say that's from Sean.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I seen it yesterday when I went to JB, and they had 2 of them. So I said, all right, I'll get one.
How crazy is that though? $10.
Yeah. You didn't see their sale online, did you? So about a month ago, JB had an online sale. You could get pops for $3.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but that would have been really hard to, like, it would have been ones where, like, no one, there would have been, like, 3 left in the whole company and stuff like that.
Yeah, but still.
Well, that toy sale we had was insane. The 20% off, because I was getting 20% off staff, which was crazy. Like, that Transformers figure, fucking, that goes for a lot of money. Like, after, like, resale value on that's pretty high, and I got it for $63. It's pretty good.
Well, I obviously I would assume that your company is getting a lot better pricing than what I am for this stuff. But the pricing on the McFarlane figures for me to buy, I don't know how some of the companies are selling them for the price they're selling them. It's just not much in it.
Yeah, well, obviously JB are going to buy a massive bulk, but like, I think sometimes they will just sell it just to sell it. It's kind of like,
A turnover.
yeah, it's just like get rid of it. It's either going to sit there or you're going to make something back, and we'll make it back. The loss we make, we'll make it back on something else. But
Yeah.
that's why I think they've stopped getting McFarlane. So yesterday, Stu took a whole trolley full of toys off the shelf. I was like, "What's happening with those?" He goes, "We're sending them back." I was like, "Sending them to another store," and he's, "No, we're sending them back to the company that sent them to us. They're not selling, so we're sending them back." I guess they get a credit for some, and then some stuff they probably can't get credits for. So if they're getting rid of McFarlane, obviously they're probably not going to take him back. So they're just like, just fuck him off, $10.
Yeah. No, they must have some sort of plan that they work on. So
Well, I just because a lot of people, like a lot of staff at work, hate that we sell that stuff. They're like, "Why are we selling this shit?" And I'm like, "I love it. Shut up. I'm getting staff
yeah,
price on this shit."
you got to look at it. It gets more people into your shop.
Yeah.
Because there's people that'll walk in for that and then buy a DVD or buy a movie or buy something else that wouldn't normally come into your
Well,
shop.
that stuff is kind of slow. I think what's going to happen is that stuff is going to evolve and take over from the physical media because our DVD section is tiny now. Like it just keeps getting smaller. And recently we did a refit of the shop and it's so small. It's just this tiny little corner now. Like one of my mates, so I've known for a long time. He comes in. He doesn't really have streaming, so he just buys DVDs. That's what he does. And you go to his house and it's just like DVDs. But he came in and he's like, I haven't been here for a while. I was like, look at your section, mate. It's tiny. There's nothing there. And you heard Disney have stopped physical.
Yeah, they're getting rid of it slowly.
No, it's done. Apparently, it's official. And so all the stuff that's out the cinemas now is not going to come out. So that includes Marvel, Disney, Star Wars,
Pixar.
all that stuff. Indiana Jones is not going to come out. That's crazy.
I think that it's going to shoot them in the leg.
Yeah, because like they should at very least release collector's edition things. Like
they
Steelbook's are very collectible.
She helped your friend get a freebie.
Oh, you're talking about Nick? Yeah, it's funny. He actually came in to get Walking Dead, and I was like, randomly, I was like, "Hey, guess what? I started watching Walking Dead." He's like, "Really? I just came in to get Walking Dead."
I'm still behind. I haven't watched anything lately.
That was the only thing I watched because Sarah randomly put it on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll watch Walking Dead," and I was like, "This is pretty good. I think it's better than Last of Us."
Really?
Did you watch Last of Us?
No.
It's just, yeah. He bought Last of Us too. I just think like Last of Us was good, but I just think Walking Dead's more entertaining because there's actually zombies in it. Like Last of Us had no zombies, man. Like I was just like the start did. The first 3-4 episodes had zombies, and then after that, like 4 episodes go by, and you're like, I haven't seen a single fucking zombie in like 4 episodes. What happened?
No,
You bought the Steelbook. So Sarah's more of a Last of Us person, but yeah,
I'm not much of a zombie person.
So neither am I, which is why I never cared about Walking Dead. And Last of Us came out, and everyone was hyping them. Sarah wanted to watch it, so I was like, "Yeah, cool, I'll watch it. Whatever." I haven't played the game or nothing, but I don't really care about zombies either. But then Walking Dead, I was like, when Sarah put it on, I was like, "Yeah, I'll watch it," and it's good, man. Like it's pretty brutal too, man. Like the things that happen in it, like the themes are really full on, and the violence is like they just get to a point where anytime zombies are coming, they just get stabbed in the face. Like it's pretty crazy.
I might get to it eventually. I'm that far behind.
You're
I
11
haven't
seasons
seen,
behind, mate. So I only watched the first 3 seasons, and then my binge expired. So I think I'm good with just 3 seasons. I didn't even get to meet Negan.
but even with that, I haven't seen The Flash. I haven't seen Shazam. I haven't seen.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen any of those either. So I didn't care. I mean, I kind of wanted to see some. Like, I wanted to see Ant-Man. Me and Sarah watched like maybe 25 minutes of it, and Sarah's like, I'm done with this. I didn't care. I would have watched it, but Sarah was done. So I was like, oh, whatever. I don't care if I watch it or not. Which I still wouldn't mind. Like, I didn't hate it. I was just like, it wasn't
It's
thrilling. But
it's not a great movie.
like Flash was the only one that I kind of wanted to see.
Well, I'm hoping that some of this stuff's going to be on the plane because I got 19 hours on a plane.
I wanted to see Transformers, but no one
Yeah.
wanted to see that with me.
If you didn't live on the other side of the country, I would have told you we'll go. But the middle point for us is still an hour away from each other.
The new Ninja Turtles. Hey man, I go past High Point, man. I come up your way a lot.
Yeah, High Point is still an hour away from me.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's about 40 to an hour, depending on traffic.
Really? How far out are you?
I'm Melton, so I'm look it up. Sarah, you can come with me if you fit in the bag. Because plane tickets weren't cheap this time.
Melton is 56 minutes away from here, but how far away is it from, say, Big City Comics?
About 35 minutes.
It's still about half an hour away from. Yeah, it'd be 35 because it's like nighttime now.
Yeah, so depending on traffic.
Wait, but is Melton considered west?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's because every time you say west, I just assume it's Footscray, Sunshine, Broadmeadows.
See, I grew up in Keilor Downs, so near St. Albans, and then I moved out to Melton. So, yeah. So it's. Sorry.
I was going to say, like if right now, it would only take me 35 minutes, I reckon, to get to big city. And it's fucking far away from me.
Yeah, like if there's no traffic and I get on the freeway, I can get to the city in 40 minutes. But if there's a little bit of traffic or an accident, it can take up to 2 hours. No. Brighton is near St. Kilda. Near Chapel Street. Melton is near Bacchus Marsh.
I was going to say Chapel. Yeah, Chapel Street is near St Kilda, isn't it? Yeah, Brighton's the complete opposite side of town.
Yeah. Melton is near Bacchus Marsh. And
oh man, I remember playing a tennis tournament in Bacchus Marsh when I was a kid, and I remember being in the car on the way there, and I was like, this is the furthest place I've ever gone in my life.
Yeah, it used to be the same when I used to come and play soccer up your area. Especially on a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning. Take you an hour and a half to get there.
Traffic's not that bad on the weekends, though. It's more Monday to Friday.
Back then it was. Moorabbin. Yeah, I was going to say Moorabbin. Even Moorabbin's a little bit far from Brighton. Moorabbin is where that other comic shop is. The one that's online only now.
Incognito.
Yeah.
I never got to go to them. I'm spewing.
I went twice and twice never opened. And then I found out that they decided to go online only.
Spidey went there once and he said he literally walked in there for about a minute, did a lap and left.
I seen the shop. It's only tiny. It's not crazy, but I haven't really been to any of the shops down that side of town. Besides Alternate Worlds, I've been to Alternate Worlds twice, and that's it. I'll eventually get to Secret Headquarters.
Secret Headquarters would be pretty far for you.
Yeah.
Although you'd go a different way, because I remember one time going from Big City to Secret HQ, and we went some crazy way, which didn't take that long. Like, I mean, it was far, but not because in my mind, I would have to travel back to where I live and then go back out to Secret HQ. But obviously, you kind of go around. Yeah. Secret HQ is tiny though, but it's a good shop because it's got a good mix of everything. It's got a small section. It's got a decent amount of toys. They've got the statues, a lot of back issues, but the back issues are more. Actually, nah, they've got old. I always forget because there's a table of back issues, but underneath there's all these little short boxes of other stuff too. So they'll have old stuff, and it's really well categorized. Like I found a box once with just artists, so it's like they're all separated by artists. They have like magazine size. They've got ratio covers in a box and things like that. They've got slabs.
I haven't actually been in the shop, Sarah. I've seen the shop from the front and didn't look that big. But the first time I had anything to do with Secret Headquarters was at Oz Comic Con. Not Oz Comic Con, at Metro. I bought a few books off them, and that was it.
I reckon Alternate is actually the best for back issues, to be honest, as much as I hate to say it. But the problem is, it's not the best. No, it's the best for back issues if you're happy to order online and hope that they actually pick it for you. But you can't go into the shop and go through their back issues. That's the problem.
Yeah. Collector's Edge is pretty good for back issues.
Collector's Edge is actually. I haven't been there in too long, actually. I wouldn't mind going back there.
They've got a great range in store, and their online website. The website is not the best, but I've ordered stuff on the website for pickup, and literally in a day or 2 days, it's in store waiting for you.
Yeah, I bought stuff on their eBay before, and it took me a while to realize it was their eBay, but I bought like a set, and they sell a lot of sets, which is good. But I organized for click and collect, and I rocked up to the shop. I was like, hey, I got an eBay pickup. And
what's Sarah going on about? Can't look at what?
Was that the one with the short box?
Is she thinking the one on Sydney Road, Phil?
No, she would never have gone to there.
Collector's Edge has.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, no, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, her backing, the back issues are all along the side wall, and it's got all toys around.
How is that shop stressful?
No, you know why? It's because because they keep their back issues in like the little square shelf things. It's hard to go through them. It's not like Comics R Us. It's beautiful. You just flick through. But you've got to like literally pull the short box out, and they're so jam-packed, you can't actually flick through them. So you kind of got to take a chunk out and then look at them and then go through the rest and then put it back. And when you take that chunk out, sometimes you can't put it back in because they're so tight in there. Problem is though, I mean, the good thing is that they do have some good stuff in there. I picked up, they had it's a nothing book, but the first Bluebird, which is like a Batman book. I picked one up, and every time I went there, I picked another one up. I got about 4 copies of that now. So I hope that she makes it to the movies one day.
She makes it big.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, there'll be four copies on my eBay store.
That's a shop that the more you go in, the more you get to know them, the easier it is finding stuff and dealing with.
Yeah, I don't mind those guys. So Matt from Talking Pop Culture.
Yeah,
he that's where he used to shop.
Yeah,
but he can't stand those dudes because he reckons they just screwed him over a few times and they screw some of their customers around.
I met Matt in that shop
before you met him on YouTube, right? Yeah.
Before I was on YouTube, he was on YouTube.
Didn't I have you guys on the same stream once?
Yes.
And then he was like, at the end of the show, he's like, "That's why I fucking know you."
Yeah. I met him in the shop once. I'm going all stream. I'm going, I know who he is, but I can't pick where he is. And then he was talking about there, and I knew exactly who he was. So
But yeah, he's told me some stories. I won't say them on live right now, but he's told me some stories.
But if you
One of them-
really think about it, and you talk to a lot of people, everyone will say they got a story about being stuffed over by someone. Yeah.
Good night, Sarah. Again.
Good night, Sarah.
But what's the deal with them? So there's the old guy and the young guy, right?
So the old guy is the owner.
Yep. And the young guy is?
He's just a worker.
Then why the hell does the old guy have to ask the young guy if he can do something? So I you know that Bluebird book, right? I found a book. I had it from the back issues. I had it in my hand, and then they had like a $2 clearance section. And I was flicking through and I found the same book. And it might have been the Bluebird book again. And I was like, wait, this one's $2. So when I was like, hey, you got this in the $2 clearance, am I able to get both for that price? And then the old guy looked at the young guy, goes, can I do that? And he's like, no. He's like, nah. I was like, all right. So I bought them both anyway. But
what it is the old guy does the pricing, the sorting and stuff, I would assume, and he does all the cataloging, eBay and that, and the younger guy pretty much runs the shop. So anything in the shop, the young guy is on top of it.
I don't mind. Like the old guy's cool to chat to. I've chatted to him a few times. There was one time I went in there after alternate. Remember when I did the video about alternate worlds and how they screwed me over on that book? I went in there and I asked him. I was like, "Do you know if you've got this book?" And he goes, "Nah, I don't think I've got it." He goes, "You can probably try Phil. You know, Phil at what was it called again? Evil Empire."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, no, I literally just came from there." And then he goes, "Maybe alternate worlds." I was like, "Alternate." So, and then I told him the story about alternate worlds, and he's like, that's not good. You can't do that. You can't do that. But apparently you can, sir. Because apparently you have. And then the other dude, the younger dude, he was the guy who I bought my Watchmen trade off because that was when Doomsday Clock was coming out at the time. So I went in there to buy some Doomsday Clock issues. And I said to the guy, I was like, would it be weird if I read this without reading Watchmen? And he was like, oh, you got to read Watchmen. I was like, okay, I better read Watchmen then. So I bought Watchmen off him. And mate, it was the bloody most boring read ever.
The thing I like about them too is you can speak to them and they're not pushy on trying to get you to buy stuff. Like they don't sit there pushing the fact.
Who?
The two guys in.
Okay. Yeah, but they're also the type of two guys who probably won't necessarily talk to you anyway, unless you talk to them.
No, see, that's why I said the more you go in and the more, like before at first, the younger guy would talk to me, but not the older guy. But then after going in a few times and them seeing me buy stuff and that, now every time I go in there, because I speak to them about my show, the first thing they do is ask me, when's the next show? How did it go? If it was just the show was just on and this and that, and then they sit there talking to you and then so like with them, once they sort of know you, even like looking for books now, if I know I'm looking for something specific, I don't sit there looking for the box. I'll just tell him straight and plain, do you have this? And he'll go, if we do, it'll be here, but I doubt it. So I know. Or they'll bring the books from the back of the shop for me to have a look at, because they've probably got another 2,000 or 3,000 books in that back section of the shop, which is all the more expensive stuff and the higher grade stuff.
I wouldn't mind going in there again because they got a lot of toys and stuff. Because I asked them ages ago if they could get me that Red Hood that never got released in Australia, and he goes, we should get it, but it just hasn't come out yet. It's only in America. And then like way later I came in and checked again, they're like, yeah, we're not getting that.
Oh, send me a photo of it.
It's way old now. So Mad Spidey actually got me. Mad Spidey got me the double pack. So you got Red Hood and Nightwing, and he bought me the double pack ages ago. So I've still got that. That goes. I looked that up the other night. People are selling it for a lot of money. But you can get that Red Hood by himself. And that's what I wanted.
You do realize that I'm going to two of the biggest toy shops in America, yeah?
All right. Well, let me see, because even recently I looked it up and it didn't even come up on eBay.
So Frank and Sons is like, think of do you remember West End Market or Pipeworks Market?
I've heard of those, but I never went to
So
them.
think of going into a shopping center where all the shops sell toys. And it's like going to a convention. So you
Toy
buy a
convention.
space. Yeah, you buy a space in the thing and you set up your shop.
Yeah, so it's like a toy fair.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's there always. They open 3 days a week. And you go in there and there's hundreds of dealers with their own shop. But they only sell toys and pop culture items. So
Yeah, I looked it up the other day and I literally couldn't. It didn't even come up. The one that I'm talking about.
So if you go on the McFarlane website, it's got a backdated photos and everything of every figure they release.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised no one's even selling it though on eBay.
eBay is weird. You might have to type in one extra word or one thing and it'll bring up 100 different statues.
I also want to get this one, but Spidey's mate's selling this. It's the Arkham Knight Red Hood. You know, the one from the game with the weird leather.
Is that the new one coming out?
No, this is old. This is old, but yeah, that Spidey's mate's selling it on eBay for about 30, 35, which is not bad. So I might ask Spidey if we can tell him to put that aside for me and maybe get that Spidey discount again.
From Pop Toys.
Yeah.
Pop Toys, good guy to deal with.
Yeah,
I used to get pops off him when I first started collecting.
Because he actually puts on the Malvern Toy Fair, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the organizer of it. And as far as I know, he's got something to do with that big one coming up in October.
Yeah, because that is October.
There,
one of those the collector market or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you going to that?
Planning to, yeah.
Because we're gonna go because it's Sarah's birthday weekend, so it's her birthday on Saturday. So we're taking the second half of the week. Or she's taking the whole week off, and she's going to Sydney, I think, at the start of the week. And then I'm going to take from Thursday to a Sunday off, and go on the Sunday. So,
all right. So, let me have a look at what McFarlane, the supplier, has in stock.
So is that like your ordering portal that you're sort of looking at?
So some one of them has it set out good. The other one has it a little bit difficult to work out. So manufacturer. Let's see what McFarlane they have. So there's 156 McFarlane figures.
Really?
Yeah. Red Hood. Let's see what Red Hood stuff they have.
They'd probably have the Gamerverse. The game one from Gotham Knights. That's the most recent one. Then there'll be the Three Jokers one. So I've got those.
Batwoman.
And then there's the Gold Label one without the mask, which I don't have, but I don't know if I care too much about that one. Just because he doesn't have a mask at all. It's like, what?
Of course, you'd be fussy. Drifter on the motorcycle. Green Lantern, Black Adam. They have the other type as well. The the ones on the card, the 66 Batman figures on the card. You know those
Wait.
orange cards.
Oh, actually, can you get the superpowers ones? They're McFarlane, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure McFarlane do the superpowers ones because there's a Batman and they're cheap. Like they're like $12, $15 or something like that.
I'll finish having a look through McFarlane and then I'll type in superpowers and see if that comes up. Spawn. Batman. Figures are sorted. So superpowers.
Superpowers are like the retro ones that like they used to have in the 80s, but they've remade them obviously, and they're doing new characters as well. But there's Batman. They had it at Aaron's actually. I should have just bought it. It was like $12.
So they have the three Jokers, Red Hood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's see what else they have. Hal Jordan, Black Adam, Batman. Come on, why is my internet being a bitch? Show me the photos. Catwoman, Mr. Freeze.
Holy shit, that's actually...
They do have the superpower, the 4-inch figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do have it.
Wow, shit. I'm gonna go back to Aaron's and hope they still got it because so Pop Culture is selling it for $25. Obviously, that's probably just standard retail. But like they had it at Aaron's Collectibles for like it was like $12 or something. I need to go back there and get it.
Yeah. Pretty much these days when you see something cheap, you gotta
Hey, look who's in the chat. It's Mr. Super
Hey,
Russ.
how you going, Russ? Yeah, let me see if it refreshes. Superpower listing is coming up, but there's no photos. So
Is there a Batman Who Laughs?
So we got Superman, we got Hush Batman, an assortment. Dark Side Batwing. They're the vehicles. No.
The vehicles are cool.
But like I said, I can't 100% trust these lists. But there's the McFarlane My Hero Academia figures.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What are they going for?
Again, I'll tell you not online.
Okay.
But they've got Endeavor, they've got an assortment. So you buy like the box and you'll get all different ones.
Yeah.
Miro Tagada or Tagada. They have Shoto.
Oh, yeah.
Overhaul.
It doesn't show. Does that show an image?
I don't know if they don't have an image or if it's just being a bitch.
Because there's two types of McFarlane ones. You've got the ones in the box, which I think they must be bigger than. And then you got the ones that are on the card.
Yeah. For the price they're at, I'm going to assume these are the ones on the card. 5-inch figure.
Interesting. Oh no! Oh, hang on, 5-inch figure. Oh, what? I don't know, I'm just looking at images because, like, they must be the new wave because the old wave came out ages ago and they were in.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 7-inch. Okay, no, the 5-inch ones, yeah, the card. And then
these are wave 4.
Okay.
They haven't been released yet. They're coming out. So the pre-order for them ends in a week.
Interesting. Well, do I want them or do I want the 7-inch figures? Just because Like, for example, with the little Star Wars 3 3/4 figures, I'm not going to unbox those unless they're in a windowless box. I'm going to keep them sealed still because I think it looks good in the card. Like the Superpowers ones, they look good on the card. But
I got to see if this thing's still available.
yeah, that's pretty cool. We sell a lot of those at work now as well. Is that the one that comes with the little figure stand? Like it's a tiny little.
No, this has got, so it has Batman and Robin with it in the suits.
Yeah, but they're just like they just kind of stand up. Yeah.
Oh, they sit in the car in the photo.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
no, Sean's giving us an in-depth look into being a toy seller. Because many people don't know that Sean actually has a online store and is a seller because he never promotes it on his YouTube.
all right. If I start promoting it on my own, then I won't be giving you a discount.
I used to promote it before I think you were a YouTube channel. Every time I had you on or something, I think I had a link to your site sometimes.
Yeah.
I always forget what it's called. It's Beauty
and the Nerd Gifts.
Yeah, because I always think Beauty and the Geek, but I'm like, it's not that. That's the TV show, but it's something similar. Beauty and the Nerd. Beauty and the Nerd Gifts.
Russ, I just put the link in the chat if you want to join in.
Yeah, live from your bed. He's done that many times.
DC Direct did. Oh no, this is a designer series. So
Wait, DC Direct are coming back, aren't they? Because they're doing those weird Batman figures at the moment with the they're like a what's the word? Like barbarian style Batman and things like that.
well,
Like fantasy.
They got that one.
Oh, Russ, definitely come on. Wait, well, that's a statue there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I guess depending, like I used to want that, like a statue that looked like that, the Batman Who Laughs. But right now, mate, they need to articulate to interest me. Although, no, not true. I bought that statue the other day from what's it called? Chapel Street Bazaar.
The Raven.
Yeah.
I've
never seen that version. So I had seen that statue before, but this one's got like a scarf covering her face. And normally they don't have that.
So superpowers, 4-inch assortment. Hush Batman, Superman, Darkseid, Batwing, Batman Hazmat suit. Yeah. I'll message them and I'll get them to send me an updated list of what they have. And then, yeah, I'll email it to you and you can have a look. And they're local. So once I order it, I can go pick it up. So, and then you can do some unboxings on my channel.
On your channel, okay. This is how you do it, guys.
Nah, but yeah, so once I do get back from this trip, I'll get in a whole lot more and start putting it on the site. But I didn't want to get. Yeah.
Are you going over there to get anything for yourself, or are you just like scoping everything out?
Oh, I'm going to get a shitload of stock to bring back to sell.
Are you going to post it back to yourself, or what? How are you going to bring it all back?
I've got 96 kilos worth of luggage.
96 kilos? That's like that's almost as much as me in weight. That's about Super Russ in weight.
Yeah, we've got two suitcases at 23 kilos each.
Wait,
plus carry-ons.
Will they question you when you come back and be like, why do you have like 100 kilograms worth of toys?
Oh, it won't be all toys.
But you know.
Huh? We went on a holiday to buy stuff. That's the whole point.
We live large.
Yeah. We saved up for years to go on this trip.
Just take a photo of your background and say, this is my house. This is what I do.
They don't really say anything. All they ask is, do you have liquids? Do you have this? Do you have that? If you say no, 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 they let you go through.
You know what my friend couldn't bring back for me? So at Disneyland, they've got these soft drink cans, but they're like a little Star Wars grenade.
Yeah,
And there's like a Coke and a Sprite. So my mate tried to bring just an empty can back for me, but they wouldn't let him.
yeah, because it looks like a weapon.
It's just an empty can, but it's
Yeah,
got like Coke symbols on it and stuff.
They're weird with some things and not with others. Like, you saw how many books I bring back from Scotland and Malta in that last year. I had at least, I think, maybe 15, 20 kilos just worth of books. They didn't say anything to me. I declared that I had books.
How much extra do you have to pay for that kind of weight?
Nothing. That's
What?
why we're flying with that company, because they're the only company that offers that as standard.
96 kilos. That's crazy, man. Your plane's going to fucking get weighed down on the way back.
So, yeah, where I'm taking, so we're going there with 2 suitcases, coming back with 4. Well, technically going with 4, but
You
only
should do
2.
a video series. Okay, if you're going to come back with 4, so you should do a video series of like a suitcase unboxing, or like, I don't know how you can word it, but like every episode you unload, you show what you picked up in one of the suitcases.
Well, it'll probably take me 2 hours to go through the suitcase.
Fuck, I'll do it for you then, mate. Just bring it over to me and I'll open the fucking thing for you.
Yeah, if you do it, you'll probably get fucking 2,000 hours worth of views. I'll be lucky if I get 4 hours
Do
worth.
it live. Do it live and invite me.
Yeah, we'll see when I come back. My aim this trip is to try and get as much footage as I can, but the show is going to be crazy. So, like, I've got a 4-day pass, VIP pass. So hopefully in the first day and maybe 2 days I can get all my footage filmed, because the Saturday I'll have Buckley's chance of filming anything, because there's so far 24, 25 actors. There's 91. No, so there's 91 plus 11. No, 13. So there's 104 comic creators and artists in Artist Alley.
That's insane.
And 13 of them are legends.
But if you get VIP, wouldn't you be able to skip the lines?
Yes, but on Saturday, so they're different. Like, there's 9 actors who are only going to be there on Saturday and 3 artists. So I'm going to assume I'm going to spend most of my day in lines, because even like the lines, the actors we're talking about there aren't actors like what we get here.
Like who?
I'll give you a rundown. So the draw card actor. So where is it? We'll start off with celebrity guests. We have the top billing, Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, okay. Is he the top billing?
Yeah. Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, okay.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Who's that?
She plays the tall female knight from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And she was in Sandman. She plays Lucifer in Sandman. How you going, Todd? Charlie Cox. Do you know who that is?
I know the name.
Daredevil from the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Chevy Chase.
Okay.
Christina Ricci.
Oh, okay. Yep.
John Bernthal.
Mate, how's Hayden Christensen the top of the billing under people who've been around for so much longer? Anyway, who was that last one?
Zachary Levy.
Zachary Levi. Okay, yeah.
Do you know who John Bernthal is?
No.
The Punisher from the Netflix series.
Okay, yeah, and he's in Walking Dead.
It's Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy. Ming Na Wen.
I know that. That's Fennec Shand, right? She's
Yeah.
Or Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Oh.
So I'm getting that signed. Anson Moot.
Wait, can you only get one signature per thing?
No.
Oh, can I give you something?
I can get, as long as I pay for a ticket to get a signature, I can get whatever I want signed.
Oh, so you got to pay per signature. Okay.
Yes. Anson Moot.
Don't know who that is.
He plays Black Bolt in Doctor Strange.
Okay.
And he's in Star Trek. Ethan Peck, who plays Spock in Star Trek. Vincent D'Onofrio. So, Kingpin.
Oh, yeah.
From Danny Trejo.
Oh, Danny Trejo, that's a good one.
Ralph Macchio.
Oh, that's a very good one.
Yuri Okamoto, so the Asian man from Karate Kid 2.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
William Zabka.
Is that Johnny Lawrence?
Yep.
I've got his signature. I've got my mate bought it from Alternate Worlds and he gave it to me.
Jason Lee.
Oh, yep, Jason Lee from Mallrats.
Yep. Matthew Lillard.
Oh, Matthew Lillard. He's used to be my favorite actor.
Nev Campbell.
Yep, good.
Skeet Ulrich.
Wow, what a Scream cast.
Jamie Kennedy.
Oh my God.
Stephen Amell. So Arrow.
Okay, yep.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Fuck, that is awesome.
Christy Brinkley.
That name sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is. Sarah Russ.
She's the Ferrari girl from National Lampoon's movies. Dana Barron, so the daughter from National Lampoon's Family Vacation. Lana Parrilla, so she plays the evil queen in Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
Emily Beckett Richards. She plays Felicity from Arrow. Take Care, Russ. Todd Stashwick, he's from some Star Trek thing. Gates McFadden.
Wait, how many of these people are actually getting signed from?
Me. Most of them.
Okay, yep.
Paul Walter Hauser. So he's Stingray from Cobra Kai. Harvey Gillian is from something or whatever happens in the shadows. He was meant to be at Metro, but he pulled out. There's some people from The Office, which I don't know. So that's the guests so far.
How much is it per autograph?
It all depends on the person.
Oh, fuck. Wouldn't mind some of them. Fuck. Who would I get? Ralph Macchio. Fuck, that'd be sick. Surely. Oh, no, because he's famous again now. If this was like before Cobra Kai and Ralph Macchio there, it'd be $10 for his signature. Now it's like the most
his signature in 2017 was $30. But it's a lot more now.
Just for his signature, I would have thought the photos would be more expensive.
Nah, you could take a selfie with him at his table for $30 as well, because Danny did it. The thing is, we met him in 2017, and there was literally barely anyone around him, and we just stayed there talking to him and we go, anything happening, anything in the works? And he goes, I'm working on this thing with YouTube. He goes, I can't say anything about it, but he goes, keep an eye out for it. He goes, if you like the Karate Kid, you'll like it. So he was
actually, fuck. I've got Cobra Kai comic books.
Yeah,
Oh my-
the guy who did the book, the artist who did the book with Johnny Lawrence on the cover. So I think it's book
Oh, you've
2.
got that. You've got the photo cover, yeah.
No, not the photo cover. The
I
one
thought you
that
had the-
looks. Yeah, I do, but there's another book where it's hand drawn.
Yeah.
Johnny Lawrence is on it. The artist who did it is coming as well. And then I'll tell you just the top billing comic artists: Frank Miller,
Mhm.
Joe Quesada,
Mhm.
Andy Kubert, or
Mhm.
Kubert, Raphael Grandpa.
I don't think I know that one.
He did Berserker.
Oh, okay.
Donny Cates,
Oh, yep.
Jason for Book,
Oh,
Steve McNiven,
I've heard
Zeb Wells,
of Zeb Wells. Yep, Spider-Man.
Joshua Williamson, Simon DeMeo, Jim Shooter, and Ken Lashley. So they're the top billing. But the one you'll like for sure is Brad Anderson. So he did the Three Jokers books.
What? Fabok did those.
So Brad Anderson did as well. So you know how there's the, and he did Geiger or Geiger. Is it Geiger?
Yeah, I've read that. I've read some of it.
So I think this guy did the alternate covers.
No, Fabok did them all. Fabok did all the covers and I think all the interior as well.
No,
He did all those like face portraits. So
this guy did.
is he definitely
He
an artist?
Give me a second and I'll tell
Unless
you.
he did coloring or something like that.
He's part of the. I know he's known big for the Joker covers.
Because I'm pretty sure Fabok. I thought Fabok did all of those.
No, Brad Anderson. Let me key collector it. And Todd, hopefully there's more from Marvel. They're still announcing guests.
Okay, no, I think you're right. So that Batgirl one was his.
I think he may have only.
See, Brad Anderson. Three Jokers. Maybe for. Illustrated by Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson. Okay. Now I'm confused of who did what.
Give me a second on this. It should.
Oh, yeah, here we go. So it says the Three Jokers variant covers by Jason Fabok, colors by Brad Anderson. So Brad Anderson was probably the colorist and Fabok did the art.
And I think he did something in one of them as well, besides the colors. I've got it all written down, but there's a whole bunch of artists and that worked with each other. So you got 3 or 4 people from the one book.
Yeah, but you know what? It gets kind of messy when you got so many signatures. Unless some covers work well with a lot of space, but if it's a really busy cover, it's hard to get all those signatures and make it look good. It's just like a mess.
Yeah, that's why it comes down to what it is. Like I've been going through my books, trying to decide what I'm going to get signed and not. Because like the guy who did the first Gambit is going to be there. But my Gambit's slabbed. So I got to decide if I'm going to take it, break it, get it signed, and then get it re-slabbed.
What's the grade on it?
9.4.
Maybe. But then you got to send it off and all that sort of shit.
No, CGC will be there.
Oh, really? Wait a sec, man. You should get all those signatures witnessed.
Yeah, depending what I'm getting, I will be.
because one of the guys, Asian Funk Comics.
Yeah.
So he used to do that unboxing for a friend thing, and now that guy, I don't think he does them anymore. But the guy now that he unboxed it for, he has his own IG, but he specifically got really like he wouldn't. I mean, he got some keys signed, but it was really like he'd go to cons and get all the actors and stuff to sign comic books. So you'd have like kind of like what you're going to, but bring comic books for each of those actors, and it was like really random like ones. But it was interesting because you didn't see those comics very often.
Yeah, well, Jeff Lemire was on the list, but he got pulled off in the last day or so. I had a book. I've got an Arrow book signed by Stephen Amell and David Ramsey, and he was the writer on it. So I was going to get him to sign that. So I'd have three signatures on the book. But so you have your eBay thing. I'm going to have I'm getting some books just signed to be able to sell at the shows here, because obviously
you get COAs there.
Yeah, there's a company there selling COAs.
There was one at Metro Comic Con.
Yeah, that was Metro Comic Con.
I've just never seen that before at another con.
Yeah, Supernova has it too.
Yeah, I probably just never noticed it, but yeah. It was a lot quieter at Metro Comic Con, so I was able to see.
Yeah, but the COAs from shows overseas are different than here. So, like, I'll show you the COA I got from Scotland for the signature I got. So
that's cool.
And then you register the COA, and it's on a website database. So if anyone, like if I sell this to someone with the signature, they can go on the website to verify that the COA is for that person's signature. On this, I have to send photos of the signature so they can verify it with the certificate.
Yeah.
So it's not like here, I got this signed. Yep, here's your COA.
Now I'm curious. I wouldn't mind getting some books signed then. But which ones? Because I can't afford them all. Hayden Christensen. I mean, I guess I've got some Star Wars.
I'll tell you straight. I'm playing with Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Be prepped. Give me a second. Because there's rules with Hayden Christensen.
Oh, great.
So, where is it? An autographed photo is 180 Canadian, which is about $200 Australian. So if you want trading cards, Funko Pops, action figures, or posters signed, it's 230 Canadian, which is about 260. Helmets, lightsabers, or large props are 290. If you want a quote up to 8 words, it's another $230. If you want a character name of Darth Vader, Anakin, or whatever, it's 125 on top of the signature.
Forget about it. How much is Ralph Macchio?
So Ralph,
the Scream cast would be good too, but that's a lot of people.
So Ralph is $100 for a signature.
$100? Are you serious?
Yeah.
How come it's so? I mean, like, I guess I never pay. How much are signatures here?
So it all depends on the person, but they range from. We used to have people that were like $30 and $40, but we haven't had anyone like that in ages. At Metro, they were 60, 70, 90.
Yeah, because I think the only time I paid for a signature was Kevin Eastman, I think, was $30. And Christopher Lambert was the first time I ever went to a con and I got a signature. And he was, I think, $50.
Yeah. So that was on the cheaper side. So the Asian guy from Karate Kid is 85. William Zabka is 100. Matthew Lillard is like $50, I think.
Ooh.
50, 60 bucks.
Ooh.
70.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, he's 70. Nev Campbell is 70 as well. You don't care about any of them.
No, Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy is
$20.
60. So he's 60. Danny Trejo is 70.
What about Anthony Michael Hall?
Anthony Michael Hall is 60. And that's Canadian, so add about 15%.
They're
Because
pretty
of the-
close to our dollar Canadian.
It's 85, 86 at the moment. So
Interesting.
I
wouldn't have anything for those guys to sign except for like a DVD or something, though. Can't think of comic books for those guys.
For Anthony Michael Hall, there's nothing. Danny Trejo depends on what you have because he's in Mandalorian and all that, but I don't know what character he plays.
Anthony Michael Hall was in Edward Scissorhands, and I have an Edward Scissorhands comic book.
Was he in Edward Scissorhands?
He was he was like Winona Ryder's boyfriend, the dickhead. Who and then at the end, like fucking.
Don't you have a Weird Science comic book?
No, I wish I did. There's no, I've never seen a weird. I mean, there's Weird Science comic books, but they're the old, not based on the movie. I wish I had a fucking Weird Science fucking comic book. See, even Matthew Lillard, man, like fuck, he was in Hackers, man.
He's been in everything. Scooby Doo, Hackers.
But I think it'd be cooler because everyone would get into, because he's most famous for Scooby Doo and probably then Scream after that. But if you brought up something like he was in a movie called SLC Punk, if I brought something like that up to him, he'd be like, "Whoa, what a trip!"
And there's a lot different. You don't get forced in and forced out like you do here, and all that bullshit. And they don't go crazy if you have cameras and stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm needing most.
I can't believe that's how much it is for Hayden Christensen. That's insane.
Oh,
that's like $1,000 every 5 signatures.
That's nothing. Last year when I met Ewan McGregor, how much do you think his signature was?
How much?
250 or 60 pounds. And I got like 6 signatures from him.
Fucking hell. That's insanity.
And not one of them was for me.
Oh, fucking hell.
So yeah. The advertising from Captain N.
That's so funny, because every time I bring that up, no one remembers it. Big Fats. Interesting.
Yeah. And like I said, they're still announcing guests. So we're going to assume in the next, because it's exactly 4 weeks away, we're going to get more people announced. So, and some of, like, this company has 3 shows on in August in 3 different states. So some of the actors at the other shows, a lot of them double up. So if I go through the list of possibles that could come from the other shows, it's crazy. You got Giancarlo Esposito, Katie Sackhoff. There's plenty of other people at these other shows. So I'm hoping, and they if you look, when you look, they tend to announce 2 or 3 people from the same thing. So any of the sort of shows where there's only the one person, there's a good chance that they're going to get more from that show. So
that's insane. Oh. Do you want to start wrapping it up, mate? It's getting on. I got to cook tomorrow's lunch soon.
Tomorrow's lunch at midnight
for work. I bought some snacks. I got to cook.
Well, good. Well, I'm sure you have your 110 videos coming up. Which one's the next one getting released?
I've got my first McFarlane unboxing due probably tomorrow. And then I've got probably my video with Mark on Monday. I'll do two videos in a row, which I don't like doing, but I got so many of them at the moment. I've got to do it.
How rude. You didn't invite me to your first unboxing.
Oh, well.
I could have been unboxing on one side and you unboxing on the other.
Could have done a speed unboxing. Who can unbox it faster? Mate, those McFarlane figures are hard to get out of the thing. They're like fucking tied in there real tight.
It wouldn't surprise me looking at this one.
Trust me, like it took me I had to turn the camera off. I was like, this is just wasting film right now.
Oh, good. Well, I will drop that off at Mark before Wednesday. So if you're going to send it off.
Yeah.
I might message you later about something to see if you know the answer to it. So in case Russ catches the replay, he doesn't hear me talking about it, because I might have something else that he wants.
Okay.
That you can send off. So.
All right. Make sure it's not too heavy.
No, it's just a book.
All right.
I think it's one of the books he's chasing. I just got to double check if I've got it or not. So, and see what happens.
All right.
All good. Well, to everyone catching the replay, thank you. And have a good night. All right, let's end this and broadcast.